Yes, that right there was a recorder. Now, a recorder is a small flute that was very popular during the Baroque era. There were a lot of songs written for recorder, but the recorder nowadays is used to teach elementary school kids. A lot of times this is a relatively easy instrument for kids to play, and it's relatively cheap, so they use the recorder a lot of times when they're teaching elementary school kids. And yes, the Lord of the Rings theme is going to be taught. I plan on teaching that as actually part of the final project of this whole thing. One of the things we plan on doing is recording the Lord of the Rings theme, and then what kids are going to do is they're going to record that to GarageBand, and then at some point they are going to use their recording and then put it to a clip of the movie. So that way, at some point, all their family and friends can watch it and possibly enjoy it and just go crazy at how great the new soundtrack sounds. So this will be an awesome opportunity for kids to become basically studio musicians. Now, I hope that I can get to choose the place that I want to teach, so I was thinking of a place by the beach or something like that. Ideally, I'm not saying I might get this, but Ventura, California, I know is a great place. Lots of good surf and stuff. But I was thinking of trying to find a place there where I could teach maybe music appreciation or like direct a band. But for this class, I hope to teach them music appreciation. And one of the things that I need for this particular project is a lot of technology. I'm going to need computers, I'm going to need projectors, and ideally, if I have all those kinds of things, then we'll be able to move forward with the project. The problem is, though, is that because the recorder is generally taught for elementary school kids, I'm actually going to need older kids for this one, just because of the different demands that are going to be put upon the kids. So I'm hoping that this class will be for middle school students. I know these don't look like middle school students, but close enough. And just because of the fact that they're going to be using GarageBand, they're going to be holding their own rehearsals, they are going to be using iMovie, and so that's going to have a lot more added pressure on them. So to kick things off, I'm going to dress up as Gandalf, and they're going to walk into the room, and what they're going to do is they're going to see on the board that they're supposed to write about what they feel and what images are coming to mind as they listen to the Lord of the Rings soundtrack. Now they're going to do this for a while, and they're going to be able to have at least a piece of paper that says something about what they did. And then what I'm going to have them do is they're going to get their recorders, and we're going to go through kind of some rudimentary stuff, maybe a little bit of review or so to kind of get them back on their feet. They'll warm up, and then they're going to learn the C major scale. Now, the key to learning the C major scale is that this is going to be an integral part of learning the Lord of the Rings theme. Without knowing the C major scale, then they can't play the Lord of the Rings theme. So we're going to go through that. I'm going to test them a little bit, maybe go into groups so that they can learn it in its entirety, so they can get that underneath their fingers. And then one of the other things that we're going to do is, because of that first thing that we did, trying to get an idea for what a soundtrack, what a movie theme does, we're going to talk about soundtracks in other movies. We're going to talk about what they bring to the table, what images they conjure, what feelings they're supposed to evoke. I mean, I want them to try to get a sense of the power that music is behind just the images. So I might play a clip and then actually play different music underneath it and see if they get the same effect. I mean, this way, just kind of reiterating that, music has emotion to it, music has power to it, so that they can, appreciate the music of the soundtracks. So now, after they learn the importance of the soundtrack, they're going to be making their own soundtrack. So to keep with the Lord of the Rings theme, they're going to learn obviously the Lord of the Rings theme. So much the same way as we learn the major scale, they're going to we're going to go through it slowly. I'm going to go around and teach them, maybe split up into smaller groups so they can help each other out. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to split them into project groups. Now these project groups, what they're going to do is they're going to basically rehearse and ready their Lord of the Rings theme. And the reason they're going to do that is they're going to record it. And so one of the ways they're going to record it is through GarageBand, which is a program that's typically on Macs, and what it allows you to do is you can record yourself, you can record voice or whatever, but obviously for this exercise they're going to record the recorder. I know it sounds, kind of reiterating itself, but what this is going to allow them to do is they're going to be able to use technology in the recording software and just being able to pan, being able to use microphones. And so once they got that down, then they're going to apply it to a movie clip. Now I'll provide the movie clip. It'll be Lord of the Rings, and so they're going to have their music be set to a real movie clip of Lord of the Rings. So in a way, they become studio musicians with their own soundtrack. So now they're just able to take that clip, and then they can show it off to friends, they can show it to family, because it'll be on a flash drive, and so then their parents will be able to see it and be able to see the work that they put into it. Now, one of the whole big points of this whole exercise is teamwork. All these students have different skills that they can bring. Maybe some are better at being a musician, maybe some are better at doing the recording aspect, but they're all working together for a common goal that they can achieve so that they can be able to put forth this project. So in a lot of ways, this whole thing is really about group cooperation, so that they can be able to work together in the future for probably bigger quests, to use the Lord of the Rings term. But basically it will give them those skills that they can use outside of the classroom, which is the most important thing.